good morning, good morning. How are y'all today? You been up and at 'em? Have you? Got your coffee? I got mine right here. Right here, I got the silver cup. It's not a gold cup, it's a silver cup. Yes. I can see my reflection in it. I don't have to look in a mirror in the bathroom. I can just look at my cup. Blah, blah, blah. You know, it's funny how you look in reflections of other things that you look at that reflects. You know, like if you ever walk by a door or a window, out, you know, you're walking outside and you walk by a window and you see your reflection and then you sort of straighten up or you look and say, is that really me? You know, how we're seen is really quite amazing by other people and how we see ourselves. You know how we see ourselves? Okay, I'm going to tell you what I did. Yesterday evening, I went out and got this app, and it says Reface, I think is the name of the app. Okay, so I downloaded this app, and what it's supposed to be able to do is to take some kind of video that they introduce to you. It's not your video, but somebody else's. And then you choose, then that you take a selfie, right? You know where this is going. So I took a selfie, and you get 6 options of a selfie, and I put all 6 in there of me, you know, my selfies. Well, then it does all of whatever it does, and all of a sudden these videos come up, and you pick a video. And once the video comes up, there's this girl and she's dancing, you know, and everything. I'm thinking, oh, she looks cool the way she's dancing and moving. So I replaced her face with my face. I didn't even recognize myself. Now, isn't that funny? How we should be able to recognize ourselves when they take pictures of us. So next thing I did, I took a picture of Connor. Okay, I got a picture of Connor and I put him on there, and they wouldn't recognize him as a selfie. And I said, I'm gonna work on that because I think I would put a face of him dancing. Wouldn't that be cool? But anyway, it was funny how your face looks, and it doesn't look like you, or I think it doesn't look like me. Of course, maybe I don't see well. You know, who knows? But it was funny because so I got another action video, you know, of this guy. So I thought, well, I'll do the guy, and he's talking, or I don't know what he's doing. I don't remember now. But anyway, so I replaced his face with mine. And I said, oh my gosh, I look better like a guy than a girl. You know, when you put an older face on a young body, it just looks different. They had even changed my glasses. You know, I took the snapshots of my glasses. But when they replaced my face, they added new wave glasses to my face. Oh, it was funny. It was funny. I don't know if it cost, but I think it may cost for me to download and upload it so you could see. You wouldn't have known it was me. No, I didn't know it was me, and I was doing it. But it was funny. I said, oh, you know, I guess I just don't see the way I look in real. Of course, maybe my mind remembers what I looked like yesterday, and if I've changed today, it's different. But I said, then I question that, and I think to myself, this looks the same as it did yesterday evening when I stopped there. This is where it was. It didn't change colors. It didn't change the shape. So what I saw of myself, it didn't change. Did it? I don't think so. But I mean, if I see that, and I see it every day, and I know what it looks like, if you take a picture of it, I know what that looks like. Don't I? Or do I? Now, I have bought colors of shirts that I thought, well, that's a perfect color for those pants. Or that's perfect, that purse is perfect for that top, or whatever. And then you get it out in daylight and it didn't match at all. Now, I know that light reflectance change everything for us. So I took this out, okay? I took this outside on the balcony, and you saw it, in fact, probably on my videos. Well, it looks different out there with the sun. Is different. The light is different. So our eyes, do we really see what we see? I mean, do we really see? Today, I was out walking around. You know, we're doing our 30-minute trailblazing for Connor, you know, His Royal Highness. And we were out there walking around, walked right up onto a kitty cat. I mean, it was a young kitty cat, you know, and I was looking at it, and Connor went ballistic. Okay, and I'm going, wait a minute. Now, I'm talking about seeing, and here I have a dog that can't see, but smells and senses. And so, does half of the vision that we see part of our senses? I mean, do we not only see with our eyes, but at the same time we're looking at it, do we get some kind of radar thing off this image, and it hits our eyes a certain way? So if we look at our face and it's reflected several times from a camera, I know it sounds way out there, but I keep thinking, you know, if you have eyes, you don't eyes, you see, you don't see, and you have a dog that can't see, but yet he looks like he sees. One thing I found, though, about Connor, talking about seeing things, is the fact that he turns his head, his mannerisms reflect when he had sight. Now, I have seen people who, at the blind institution here, at anyway, Little Rock's got a big complex here. I used to volunteer at that, and I lung association and stuff. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But the thing was that people who have never seen sight, body language is different. I don't mean anything, you know, like their hearing. I'm saying their body language. You know, it's like, now how can I explain that? Body language. Because everybody's got a body language. I see my mama's body language in me sometimes. I see my daddy's body language sometimes in mine. The way I react, the way I move, the way I talk. You know, all these things are from your surroundings, I'm assuming. So, Connor, since he was able to see up until February this year, or at least he had one eye, but anyway, the other eye, you know, he lost that, but he remembered. Now, will he forget? I don't know. As years go by, do blind dogs forget their mannerisms? Now, I know I'm getting way out there in la-la land, so I'm going to get to questions before I get y'all going, what in the heck is lady has to drink this morning? Well, tell me the truth, it's just coffee. And I've got some half and half milk, which I really, really like. And I did harvest 2 tomatoes this morning, and I ate one with egg this morning for my breakfast, and it was good. Nothing's like homegrown tomatoes. Oh, yes. And today, I've got loads of food to take to the senior citizens. You know, that God gave it to me yesterday. Well, it's going to be delivered there I'm going to call Johnny and see if she'll help me get it in her car so she can take it to the center. So I'm going to be doing that in a few minutes. But I want to read the comments before I get sidetracked again. And today we're having bingo, so I'm hoping I win. Wish me. Sometimes they have gifts too. They have credit cards, and you get bingo money, which you can buy things with. Okay, here's our first. 9 hours ago. Okay, here's Bonnie Myers. She's first on the shot. First on the draw. She got a picture here. Bonnie, your puppy. Oh, the puppy sound asleep. I do me, because that's just the way I am. I know you are, Bonnie, and I love you just the way you are. And you stay the way you are. I also do different colors that most people do. Oh, you mean like yellow and pink and blue, and yes, the pretty colors too. They're all pretty colors, though, aren't they, Bonnie? Yeah. I like bright colors, not dull colors. Yes, dull colors. Now let's discuss. What is a dull color? Dull color, dull color. I don't even know what a dull color is. Is this a dull color? Is gray a dull color? Is beige a dull color? What is a dull color? Is white a dull color? Oh, I'm going to have inquiring minds want to know. Now, y'all tell me, what is a dull color? Especially you, Bonnie. What is your dull colors that you think of? Dull colors. Dull colors to me are colors I don't like. That means I don't see their color truly, and it makes me happy. But I don't think that's what dull means. Dull means something else, doesn't it, Bonnie? Yeah. You like happy colors. Yeah. Very interesting topic you started there, Bonnie. But I'd like to hear what people have to say about dull colors. But you know, it doesn't matter what color you like, dull, happy, whatever you do, you, and that's we don't have to change for anybody. No, we don't have to change. Well, we can adapt. Now that's different than change. Or is it? I was sitting at the table with fish fry yesterday, and there was there was a lot of people there for the fish fry they were having for us. And this one lady, she sat at her table, and she was so negative. I mean, I've been here 22 years, she says, and nothing tastes good, and there's not enough seasoning, there's not enough fish, there's not... I mean, she just went on and on and on, and everybody just even shaking their heads. You know, what do you tell no person when they're griping? So I'm thinking, okay, what can I say? And I said, oh, well, here's some salt and pepper. And she looked at me like, you dummy. I know there's salt and pepper on the table. So I kept my mouth shut most of the time during eating. I thought I better eat. Keep mouth shut, because she'd been there 22 years and she knew what she was talking about, and I wasn't going to convince her of anything else. And all the while she's complaining about everything. This guy over here, he's waiting for food, and he kept asking me a question while I couldn't understand him. I didn't have my hearing aids in, and I knew it'd be real noisy, and I didn't want to put up with the stress of all the voices and, you know, people yelling and stuff. Because when they make a broadcast or play music, it's pretty loud, and I don't like that. So I didn't wear my hearing aids. But this guy next to me, who I have never seen had his hair combed, was combed yesterday. And he had on a white shirt. He looked clean. And I looked at him, and he was telling me something. Well, I was looking at his hair. He had combed his hair. I wasn't paying any attention to what he was saying. That's getting old, I guess. So he says to me, what is your name? And I said, I'm hungry. Are you? And he says, what is your name? And Wanda over here says, he's asking you what your name is. I said, I know, I'm hungry. So she told him what my name was, but the thing was that I didn't want to tell him my name. Sometimes you just don't want to tell somebody who you are. Because then they can say, Barbara said this, if they know your name. Or that's the way old people say, and they get the names messed up just like I do. You know, sometimes I think I'm in the right place. Oh my. This one lady came in. Let me tell you, I know I'm going to read comments. Okay, I'll get back to comments. Oh my. Well, so here's salt, pepper. Oh well. Here's Matt Jonovic. All hail King Connor. Oh, you saw my little short I did of Connor. I was just having fun. I love that software that I've been using. I've been using it now for 5 years. And they've always coming up with new things you can do with a video, and I'm always testing them out. So I just took a snip from one of the other videos and made him king. Oh, it was fun. I appreciate you looking at it. I don't know if anybody looked at it or not. But thank you, Matt. You're just a delight. You're just a delight. And on my video about paper everywhere, Joy Bird says, we have had very little rain today. How did you get that tomato plant to grow so fast and to get that ripe? I had 2 last year, never did get one off of. They got tall but did not bear. They were pretty though. They are pretty when they're all green, but you really want a tomato, don't you, Joy Bird? Don't ask me. I do not know, but I did put Miracle Grow on it, and I have some Epsom sauce, but I hadn't figured out how to use Epsom sauce on my tomatoes since it's doing so good. But yes, did you see in my flower pot, the one that revolves and has the little pockets in it, I put different seeds in? Well, at the top, I guess I told you the other day, I think there's something growing at the top. I don't know if it's okra. I mean, not okra. If it's a cucumber, a pumpkin, a watermelon, or a squash. I don't know. But it's beginning to, lean over and bloom yellow, orange blooms. So if you know what that is, we'll find out though, because I don't know. I don't know how I got in that planter. Did I put it in that planter? Was it in with the seeds that I planted? Who knows? Who knows? But no, I didn't do anything extra except Miracle Grow, and I got the blooming Miracle Grow, the one that has the punch for blooming flowers, because I had flowers in there that are that I wanted to bloom. So that's what I put in everything, because that's what I had. I don't know if it made a difference, but sometimes all you get is a green plant. I mean, really. Yes, and somebody said, okay, if you have a tomato plant and it has blooms on it, just go over there and shake it every morning so the pollen can mix and you get tomatoes. And so I did that one year. Boy, I was shaking tomatoes. I mean, there should have been a song for that, shaking tomatoes. I can't remember if it helped or not. I can't help you with that. Oh my. Yeah, one of the girls have been talking about planting okra. I don't know if she's planted them yet, but she better get them in the ground. I may have to plant them for her in her garden. But the garden's looking really good. And the cucumbers are just about to reach for the fence thing that I put in there. So we'll see if we get cucumbers or not. But yeah, but that tomato this morning, oh my gosh, if it didn't make your soul happy, made my soul happy. I feel like my whole day's wonderful. And I think that's all the comments for today. But I do appreciate every one of y'all. And remember, oh, did I tell you the story about, no. I don't know if I'm going to tell you another story. Because it may not be funny, but I really don't know if it is or not. But I do want to tell you briefly that during our exercise class, there's a 93-year-old lady who puts us to shame. Yes. I'm going to take a picture of her today so you'll see her. I mean, she's amazing. And what's amazing, she looks like my grandmother. My grandmother, she was alive for her, I must say. Well, I remember, God has you in the palm of His hands. Pray for Mother Earth, the birds, the bees, the flowers, the trees, and for each other. Because, why? We're special. And we're all in this great big world together. See you tomorrow. Stay happy and spread your joy. Okay? Bye-bye.